What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. This one's pretty juicy, man. We're going to be talking about the latest Twitch announcements, changes to their partner program. And this is an excerpt from the live stream where we discussed it with the community. We also watched the video by Harris Heller and talked about some of that stuff. So if you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy. First things first, I got an email. I got an email from Twitch that said the following. Buana, starting today, you are now allowed to create live content on other platforms. This means that you have more flexibility to explore how to use different off-platform features to further build your community and interact with streamers off Twitch. When we first developed the partner program, we felt it was important for streamers to focus solely on Twitch live streaming to build their communities. We still believe that Twitch is the best place for creators to build and engage their community. We also recognize that the digital landscape has changed since we first introduced the partner program, that many of you engage with your communities in many different places. So we're updating our policy. We will no longer be enforcing this portion of your agreement, and we'll be updating the terms early next year. To clarify, we do not allow simulcasting to web-based Twitch-like services that support streaming for extended periods of time, such as YouTube and Facebook, because we believe in engaging with two streams at once can lead to a suboptimal experience for your community. However, we know that many of you want to use other services to grow your community, so simulcasting on short form mobile services such as TikTok or Instagram Live is allowed. We're committed to having an open dialogue with you to hear about your thoughts and answer your questions. Thursday, on a special extended episode of Patch Notes, we're going to be talking more about this, and we'll take your questions live on the show. Please join us August 25th at 12 p.m. Pacific to join the conversation. Can't make it to Patch Notes? We'll make sure a VOD is available later this week. So this top part here, the top paragraph is what I read earlier this morning. My mouth dropped, because what that means is that now creators can enable membership on YouTube. We can monetize on YouTube, and we can do all the super. We can super chat on YouTube. We can do all the things that we were somehow or somewhat prohibited from doing before on other platforms like Trovo, YouTube, Facebook, DLive. I can't remember all the names off the top of my head. There's a ton of different options out there. Prior to this email, most of us, if not all of us, were not allowed to monetize on those platforms or even stream on those platforms. So let me just start and say that this is a good thing, because I've been begging for this for a very, very long time. Those of you who've been following me for a long time know how passionate I am about this, about how it's really silly that Twitch is really the only live streaming platform that does this. And I called them out on it all the time. When I was an admin with them, I called them out on it all the time. I'm like, y'all need to get rid of that. So with all that being said, here's a catch. Always a catch. So what they're doing is that they're now wording this what we call multi-streaming. I've done quite a bit of it. Multi-streaming. They're wording it as simulcasting. And the surprising part isn't that they're saying that they don't allow simulcasting on what they call web-based Twitch-like services, which is weird, right? Kind of a weird wording. The confusing and perplexing part is that they're going to allow it on short-form services like TikTok and Instagram Live. But the reason they gave is that when you interact with two streams at once, they say it leads to a suboptimal experience for your community. But this paragraph implies that that doesn't apply to TikTok and Instagram. And I don't understand that. That's the part of that I don't understand. Their reasoning behind not allowing on Facebook and YouTube doesn't apply to TikTok and Instagram. And that's not logical to me. That's actually kind of backwards. So there's something else here. And let's talk about that a little bit, because I am very happy that they're doing this. Don't get me wrong. But that's perplexing. Point of note, even if they did allow simulcasting, I probably still wouldn't do it, because I have tried it many times, and I agree with Twitch's conclusion. For my community, I don't necessarily think it works for all communities, but for my community, it was kind of segmented and hard to follow, and people would come to one side and not the other, and they're like, you're not talking to me, even though now you're talking to me. So it doesn't really work here. And I've tried it like 5 times, because under my contract, I can multi-stream all I want. I can still do it today. because that clause is not in my contract. I became a partner before that was even a thing. So I can do it all I want to, but I just choose not to because I agree with Twitch's assessment that it really does fragment the community when you simulcast. However, I'm a big fan of streaming on other platforms when I'm not streaming on Twitch. I'm a big fan of that because I've got communities on Discord. I've got communities on YouTube. I've got communities on Twitch. I've got a smaller community on Instagram, an even smaller community on TikTok and Instagram Live. So I've got multiple people that are on those communities, but not on Twitch, that I can now live stream to without Twitch saying, no, you can't do that, which is good for me, right? Now, with all that being said, those communities aren't necessarily active or vibrant for live video. YouTube probably more so, but YouTube is probably more vibrant. But the communities I have on my other platforms, really, if they want to see me live, they know they have to come to Twitch, or they would come to Twitch. But those people prefer the form of content that I provide on those platforms. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think this is like 10 years overdue, though. I really think this change is 10 years late because they really should have did this probably a year or two after the partner program had been out. They really should have did it then. It's just that, oh, you're free to go to other platforms. And I have a strong reasoning to think that nothing would have changed. Twitch still would have been top dog. Even without that exclusivity thing, they still would have been top dog because they're doing things right in a lot of ways for live video that other people weren't doing. And I don't think that would even change if we had exclusivity or not. I thought exclusivity was just stupid. It was like an insecurity from the company that they didn't truly believe that they can hold on to us. So they locked us in via contract. They didn't really trust in their own ability. They didn't trust in their capabilities of building a live service, a live platform. I call it a platform. So I'm gonna keep calling it a platform. People want to use live service all day. I'm just a platform to me. I would say when this stuff was being built, and we call them platforms because that's what they are. This as a service, games as a service, software as a service is just a platform with a subscription, chap. You can clip it and ship it. That's all it is. It's a platform with a subscription. But they're platforms. Anyway, I digress. And I will say that this is a good change. This is a good change. But let's go back in history and let's go back in time. Let's go back in time and we're going to go back to an old Bloomberg article that we talked about here extensively about how there was a rumor about a whole bunch of stuff coming to Twitch. This was back in April. Some of you may remember this. Bloomberg said that Twitch was going to be changing their monetization scheme. Y'all remember this? It says Twitch, the Amazon live stream website, is weighing changes how it pays top talent, saying people familiar with the planning and effort would boost its profits, but would also risk alienating some of its biggest stars. The updates under consideration would offer incentives for streamers to run more ads. We got that. We got the ad incentive program. The proposal will also reduce the proportion of subscription fees doled out to the site's biggest performers, said the people, who asked not to be identified because discussions are private. Some changes to Twitch's monetization structure could be implemented as soon as this summer. Where are we at right now? Twitch staff is considering paring back the revenue cut of channel subscriptions granted to the top echelon of streamers in its so-called partnership programs to 50% from 70%. Remember we talked about this and how I said that's not going to affect a vast majority of us because a vast majority of partners are 50% already. I digress. Another option is to create multiple tiers and set criteria for how to qualify each one. Two of the people said in exchange, Twitch may offer, get this now, Twitch may offer to release partners from exclusivity restrictions, allowing them to stream on Google's YouTube or Facebook. Well, guess what happened today, chat? So this rumor, they already hit 2 points. They already have hit 2 points. The ad stuff, ad incentive program, and exclusivity. So what may come is the rest of this. The multiple, this is what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to have the multiple tiers of partnership. I really think it's going to be multiple tiers of partnership. And what you're seeing today is going to be the default partnership tier. What they're doing with everybody now is going to be the default partner tier, which means that no exclusivity, ad incentive program, but then they're going to come out with a new one and say, oh, if you want to be blah, 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 you're going to have to only stream on Twitch. It's coming back. Don't listen, chat. Listen to your boy. Listen to your boy. Exclusivity is not gone completely. It's coming back. I mean, they're beta testing it now with a lot of partners. They're beta testing with it's a lot of partners right now that have signed exclusivity contracts with Twitch, right? And they're getting probably a set of things. Those guys were the beta testers. They're going to be rolling this out to people who are qualified, as this, Bloomberg says. And I firmly believe, I don't have proof of this, but I firmly believe that they are going to offer exclusivity contracts to a wide variety of partners. And one of the restrictions is you can't stream on YouTube or Facebook. It's going to be a lot of other stuff. You got to run ads. You got to do all the stuff that these partners are doing now that signed. Is going to be a tier for that. And you're probably going to have a super high tier like XQC, Pokimane, all the big, super large streamers, Nick Merckx and all these guys. And then you're going to have the ones that have the exclusivity contracts. And then you're going to have the peasants. And this is what's going to happen. You got partnership, mid-tier, high tier, and then you got affiliates down here. What's going to happen is that peasant, partnership, and affiliates are going to be one and the same. That is my prediction, is that affiliates and partners that the lowest tier partners, they're going to become parity. And not y'all, but a lot of people got upset when partners called out Twitch when they made affiliate status so easy to get compared to partnership, right? A lot of people called out Twitch. They were saying that, Twitch, listen, we work really hard to get partnership. Why is it so easy to get affiliate? Because affiliate got a lot of the same stuff as partner, right? And a lot of people called out Twitch for that because they do like 10, 20 times more work and they got dogged out for it. People who spoke out, they got really chewed out for it. But you know what's happening? It's happening. I'm predicting it's going to happen. I'm predicting that affiliate and partner are going to be the same. So those people who had a complaint really had a valid complaint. They kind of had a valid complaint that it was kind of unfair for them to go through all that stuff for partner and the affiliate didn't have to do nearly as much. And we're heading towards that situation where affiliate and partner are going to be exactly the same. So essentially they're going to be doing a lot less work to get the same stuff. I just think it's going to happen. And I really think those people should be apologized. I think we should apologize because they got a valid point. If it happens, though, I really think I think it is going to happen. But anyway, back to the point. This article, man, this seems very valid now. Back in April, I said it was a rumor. I was like, we need to make sure, we need to see. And I even joked. I said they'll never do this. I remember saying this joke. I was like, they'll never do that. They'll never. No, Twitch is never going to do exclusivity. Nah. They're never going to do that. I remember saying that, and I thought they would never do it. And that's why I was shocked today. I was like, oh my goodness. So I think a lot of this is coming. So the landscape is going to shift tremendously. I don't know what's going to happen, man. Like, I don't know what else they're going to do. I really don't think this is everything. I think this is just part of it. I think this is part of it. I don't think this is everything. I don't know what's coming. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know. It's a little bit scary and a little bit perplexing, but also a little bit exciting at the same time because it's this unknown frontier coming. We don't know what's coming. And this right here gives YouTube, Facebook, Trovo, DLive, all the competitors of Twitch. This gives them a ton of incentive to offer good partnership packages because there is no longer a barrier. If you stream on Twitch, those companies, they can come to you, say, come to us, here's our package, because people don't have to worry about breaking their partnership with Twitch anymore. They don't have to break their partnership with Twitch anymore to go stream on these other sites. They can just keep their partnership with Twitch under the current contract, because, they're probably going to put minimum hours. That's another thing I didn't mention. There's going to be minimum hours because with the current ad incentive program, they got minimum hours on there. So with these new tiers of Twitch partnerships that I think are going to come out, they're going to put minimum hours on them. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not exactly sure, but I think the people who have signed exclusivity with Twitch, I'm pretty sure they have minimum hours they have to stream. So I think those companies, they have an opportunity here to come after a lot of people and say, here's an attractive package. We'll give you this much guaranteed per month for this amount of time. And someone who's an affiliate or someone who's like a low tier partner who's making like 1/10 of that and is not growing, they're going to say, hey, I'd be a fool not to take this and I won't lose my Twitch partnership. That's the thing. Under these current rules, the way things stand on August 23rd, 2022, you can go take a deal. If they remove exclusivity, I can go take a deal with somebody else. I can go to YouTube right now. I can stop my live stream here, go to YouTube, stream live, turn on memberships, and have you guys give me money and have super chats and all that. I can do that right now as of today's announcement because they have removed exclusivity. Right. The only restriction is simulcasting. That's what they said. So I'm like I said, I'm a little bit concerned, a little bit confused, and a little bit excited at the same time because this is weird right now. It's kind of weird. I never thought Twitch would do this. This is a total surprise. Absolute total surprise. So I guarantee you a lot of people, a lot of providers are content creators, not providers. A lot of content creators out there are seriously looking at YouTube gaming. They're seriously looking at Facebook gaming and other sites now. Their whole attitude has changed about them. They have done a 180. I guarantee you there's no longer a meme anymore. YouTube gaming is no longer a joke. They're going, oh wait, this is something I can make money off of now. I can go monetize my memberships and super chat are big, man. Just memberships alone. That's little money that I can make on YouTube that I couldn't do before. That's why I think this is a good thing. And it's exciting because you had shackles on your hands. You could not. Twitch basically tied your hands, this is why I was so against it. They tied your hands and you left money on the table. Now that money is available. But you got to be careful. You can't just and I say this all the time. You guys know what I'm saying. You never put all your eggs in one basket. You don't say, okay, we're switching to YouTube, everybody. No, you don't do that. You can't just, we're switching to Facebook. We're doing this. You take these extremes. You got to be smart about it, right? But the exciting part is that you have options now. You've got more options and you need to focus on that. If you're a content creator, focus on what options you have available and make them work for your community. That's the exciting part about this. This is why I'm happy. I have more options now. Restrictions have been lifted, but at the same time, more are coming. It's true. Twitch lifted restrictions, but I got a feeling more are coming. It's coming back. Yeah. So I bet a lot of people are happy who have, I'm one of the partners, and I bet there's a lot more of me, that we have the option of activating YouTube's monetization on not only live, but their other stuff, not just ads. And now we can activate those things. Now, whether it works out or not is how you implement it and how your community responds. But the options are there. That's the cool thing, man. Options. And I encourage people who may be watching this or may get a clip or a VOD or something of this, because my face does circulate. I'm kind of humble, but people do circulate what I say. Try doing a stream a week. Try it out. Just not even a week, just do a 1 or 2 hour stream. Just go in your Discord and say, hey guys, we're just going to hang out on this. I do it all the time. Remember when Mixer came out and the Beam, I was like, hey guys, I'm going to go over here and check this out. And you check out the site, see how it works, and you just go for it, right? Just see how it works. And if your community hates it, they'll tell you, or they might not. I don't know. Depends on your community. Some people have quieter communities, but try it out, see how it works. Don't make a big spiel about it. Don't make a big deal. Don't make a huge announcement. Just go try it out. Doesn't have to be this big drama-filled switch thing. No, just try it out. Because I have overlap, but I have a very distinct audience on YouTube and I have a very distinct audience on Twitch, right? And I can live stream that audience's content to YouTube and I can stream my Twitch content to Twitch. That option is there because we have choices now. This is great. But yeah, chat, that's the big story today. I woke up and I couldn't believe it. I actually couldn't believe it that Twitch has removed exclusivity from streaming on sites, but you can't simulcast or multi-stream still, unless you're going to TikTok or Instagram Live. Now, let's talk about Instagram Live and TikTok, because I used to have a phone. Oh, let me go get my phone. And I still can't live stream from my computer. I have to use my phone. Okay, so TikTok Live, I wanted to stream 3D printing. I brought 3D printer to talk about this. I wanted to stream my 3D prints on TikTok Live, all the time, every day, right? To promote my shop. But I can't do it unless I use my phone. And I don't have a phone dedicated to doing that. I use my phone. I can't just have it pointing at my printer all day. So, and also TikTok gave me access to live streaming, but only for games. Instagram Live, I haven't looked at all. And that's like a hidden feature they have. It's not a hidden, it's like a beta feature. that TikTok has that some people can stream from their desktop, right? And if I like, seriously, if I had like another phone, or if, like a lot of people I know, they just have like multiple phones. Yeah, I could just have a phone point at my printer and just have it printing all day and stream to TikTok. You know, it gets a ton of views. It's so popular on TikTok. And I've been looking at this ever since I got the printer. Like I've been looking at this almost over a year actually, but I can't do it because I don't have a phone. It's something I can do on my days off, that's for sure. But yeah. Anyway, that's either here or there. I know some people are going to be asking, what am I going to be doing for my channel? Not much is going to change in the short term, but I do want to start dabbling in. I'm going to turn on memberships, and I'm going to turn on super chats. I am going to turn that stuff on, right, on YouTube, and I'm not going to make a big announcement about it when I turn it on. I'm just going to turn it on, and then I'm going to occasionally do just some live streaming over there. It could be on my Sundays, it could be on my Wednesdays and my days off on Twitch. And hopefully that stuff will just be there. And hopefully I'll have my merch by then too, because I can promote my merch over there on YouTube. And it's not going to change much, right? I know you guys probably don't want things to change that much, you know. You probably cozy where you are, but I do want to make things a little bit better, but I don't want to like totally shake up the landscape. I'm still going to stream here. You know, I'm just going to use those platforms to their fullest now. I was basically tied. My hands were tied when I was on YouTube. I could only use 1/3 of the site. My hands were tied. I kid you not. YouTube was like spamming me like, Buona, here's super chat. You can use it. Buona, here is some membership options. You can monetize. Buona, do this with your merchandise. Come over to YouTube.com. Because I've been on YouTube longer than Twitch. And now I can do it. So it's cool. It's a good day, man. It's a good day. So I guess the next business opportunity for a lot of these companies, it's like, how do I multi-stream on TikTok? How do I multi-stream on Instagram? So I hope people are capitalizing on that, because it's not obvious and it's not easy. I see tons of partners and affiliates that multi-stream to YouTube. Twitch will not do anything about it. Technically it's against the contract though. Whether Twitch enforces it and how much they enforce it is just like their TOS, just like their terms of service. Certain people break the terms of service daily, but Twitch doesn't do anything about it. And that's an enforcement issue, not a, not necessarily a policy issue, but it's an enforcement issue. It's pretty much what it comes down to. It's just enforcement. I got a feeling he's going to say a lot of the same stuff I just said.
How much money do you make on super chats? I know streamers have turned them off because YouTube got 60%, they said. I know this are partners. I don't know about affiliates. Couple things about this. So it's not 60%. YouTube does not get 60%. YouTube gets 30%.
Yeah, they get 30%.
YouTube split is 70-30 across both, for both super chats and for
where do people get this
memberships.
That's not the first time I've heard that. Where do people get this from?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa ri sensei. O genki desu ka?
That means I like coffee. I think every streamer out there, I don't care who you are, you should ask yourself, if Twitch were to go away tomorrow, what would I do? You really should do that. It's a healthy thing to do. The reason why I follow him is because he says a lot of true things, and then he qualifies his opinion with those. He takes those facts, and then he formulates an opinion, which I don't always agree with. But he says a lot of good, true information, which I respect.
Number 3, and it's this one, by the way. It's a sneaky way to make a lot of money while all the big streamers are leaving and stop the bleeding. Okay. So let's talk about, this is what Twitch is trying to fix, right? They're not trying to make the partner experience better for partners. What they're trying to do is when these massive streamers leave, they're trying to say, hey, go ahead and leave for YouTube, but go ahead and just keep your Twitch partnership status.
Bingo. It's exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said. You can leave, but don't leave Twitch partner.
Just leave it there.
Yep.
Because that does something really important. All their subscriptions that are paying $5 a month don't go away.
Boom! I didn't even think about that. Some people forget about their subscriptions. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that. If they would have did that with Ninja, you know how much money they could have made just by people not turning off their subs?
That's a big deal. They're hoping that these people that move over to YouTube maintain their Twitch partnership and they keep the subscriptions going. Their biggest fans stay.
This is why I watch him, man. We say a lot of the same stuff and we disagree on some stuff, but good gosh, he drops some bombs on my face sometimes.
Subscribe. Now, sure, they're not going to get as many gifted subs, but I think they're hoping that maybe they'll stream, hey, you're not exclusive anymore. Why don't you just stream once a month on Twitch? Once every 2 months on Twitch. Just pop back in every once in a while. Gosh. And everyone renews their subs. This is a huge business advantage for Twitch, because not only are those subs rolling over, but the reason that we've talked about why Twitch is losing money. It's so expensive for them to host these massive live streams. They lose money on their massive partners because the cost for 50,000 people or 10,000 people to watch a live stream isn't worth what they make back in subscriptions, especially since for those big partners, they only make $150 per sub, which we'll get into in a little bit. This way, they only have to host a live stream once a month, once every couple months, and they keep a high level of subscriptions.
Dude, my mind is blown.
Per subscription.
I didn't even think about subscriptions. Like that totally went over my. I did not think about
subscription. Goes way down.
Okay, I didn't think about recurring subscriptions. People that have them on auto renew. That's what I didn't think of.
Maintain a ton of subscriptions and don't have to pay nearly as much. I think that's a big part of what's going on here. And I know a lot of people are going to say, like, okay, well, a ton of people are going to cancel their subscriptions.
No, they're not.
And they only make $150 because
they're not canceling jack.
These large creators, so they're not really.
I would wager at least half of them won't cancel.
Make a ton. Well,
you underestimate the power of recurring. This year's TwitchCon is going to be big. It's going to be huge, guys. You don't want to miss this year's TwitchCon. I think there's going to be some major announcements. Major announcements. Unless you sign exclusivity, you're going to be 50-50. I'm telling you. Unless you sign exclusivity with Twitch, you're going to be 50-50.
Contracted like you're an ambassador or something who gets a 70-30 split. I think every single partner split is going to change to 50-50.
Yep.
So as they lose these big streamers for YouTube, they don't have to host their big streams anymore, but they're hoping that because they maintain their Twitch partnership, that these subscriptions, at least a handful of subscriptions will roll over. Or people will forget to cancel them, or they're just big fans and they want to keep them, and they stream once a month and they want to keep their badge or whatever. And now, not only are they they're not just making $150 per sub, but they're going up to making $250 per sub. So even if they lose half their subs, they're almost maintaining the same amount of profit.
This is exactly my words, man. I said, it's good. It's a good thing. This is good, but I don't know what's coming. And I said, this is the first step into something else. And I said a bunch of stuff, but my prediction was that affiliates and partners are going to be the same. And that's going to be a big controversy. People, I'm telling you, man, they ain't going to like that. They're not going to like that. Affiliates and partners are going to be equal, right? And then they're going to have these multi-tiers. They're going to have signed exclusivity. And then they're going to have super partners like XQC and Pokimane. But down here at the bottom, the affiliates are going to do this. They're going to move up, and the bottom level partners are going to be in line with affiliates. I mean, if you look at the FAQ, read that. How does this impact affiliates? They're talking about the partner exclusivity FAQ. How does this impact affiliates? It doesn't. I read that. I was like, oh, they about to become the same. I'm gonna link this to y'all so y'all can have this on record. That right there was a big clue that affiliates and partners are merging. They're coming together. I truly believe that's gonna happen. I don't have any proof. It's a prediction. It's a theory. But I have every reason to believe it's going to happen.
Like short term, it's great for partners because this sounds like an awesome announcement, something we've been wanting for a while. Long term, I think this is bad for just about anyone who's making money on Twitch. And we'll see it in the next couple months, unless I'm wrong.
By the way, chat, buy card packs on streamloots.com. Laugh track.
We'll see in the because content creation careers are, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like they're super fickle. Numbers go up, numbers go down.
They go down, and then they go down some more, and then they go down some more, and then they go up.
I understand wanting to make as much money as you can while you're in the spotlight. So when things go downhill, you have a place to lean back on. You have a little bit of runway to get the next thing going, right? However, I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of big streamers move over to YouTube. This is going to be the problem. You're going to see a lot of big streamers move over to YouTube and maintain their Twitch partnership, knowing that they can continue to collect money off their audience without actually going live on Twitch. I think you'll see some that really want to still collect revenue and want to really maximize their potential. I talk about diversifying income a ton. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're providing value. I don't see anything wrong with a streamer who moves to YouTube, keeps their Twitch partnership, and says, hey, I'm going to be streaming on there once a week. We're going to do like night streams on YouTube or night streams on Twitch.
Now you're talking like Warner.
With a certain group, maybe playing a certain game that my audience doesn't usually like. It's just like the core audience or whatever. Or we're going to have another hobby I've always wanted to try that doesn't really fit in my brand. We're going to do that over on Twitch. And they maintain value over on Twitch so that the people who maintain their subscriptions over there.
That's not exactly what I do, but it's the same kind of formula. Like I would do things on YouTube that my YouTube audience likes, and I would do things on Twitch that my Twitch audience likes. That simple.
feel like it's worth it. But I think you're going to see large streamers move over to YouTube.
Because there's not a lot of crossover. There really isn't. In my community, it's very exclusive. People that watch me on YouTube, they just never come to Twitch. And some of you here will occasionally go to my YouTube videos. But I'm telling you, man, it's
Never go live on Twitch again, but keep their partnership, hoping that subscriptions, their biggest fans, continue subscribing or forget to unsubscribe or whatever, and just kind of give away money for free, and they want to capitalize on that. I think you're going to see which streamers really value the integrity of their audience, or I should say value the integrity of themselves and don't take advantage of their audience that way. Am I completely wrong here?
No, not completely.
Let me know.
This is not Buona's recommendation, but this is what I've heard in the Twitch streaming community. What they've been telling people, is if you're an affiliate, Twitch will not come after you if you stream on both. Even if you simultaneously stream, Twitch is not going to do anything to you. And this came up earlier in the stream, and I agree with it. It's more of an enforcement issue. It's against the rules. You're not supposed to do it. Let's make that clear. You're not supposed to do it. It's against the contract. They could technically enforce it, but they're not doing that for affiliates. Heck, they're not even doing it for partners. How many times have you heard of Twitch going out? Zero for me. Going out and revoking somebody's partnership because they were streaming on YouTube or Facebook. And this is one of the reasons why I couldn't be an admin anymore. Because I'd see that and I'd be like, we need to ban them. No. No. So what is changing here is practically nothing. And I talked about how I did like stuff like this in the past. And one of the things that I'm probably going to do is like when I have my days off here on Twitch, then I might do like a little stream on YouTube or something, or on somewhere else. I don't know. We'll fool around every now and then. And I'll just like post in Discord. Hey guys, let's just hang out here and chit chat and do whatever. Right. So that's kind of going to be like the short-term thing. So not really much has changed because I've always done that, right? The major thing I think that's going to change, with me and my stream is that I am going to be enabling memberships and super chat and all the YouTube monetization stuff that I had to turn off from my contract before. Because being a really early partner, that was the main restriction, is that I could not monetize outside of Twitch for anything other than ads. That was like explicitly written in my contract. I can only monetize advertisements on other platforms. Now I'm free to do whatever I want. So I'm going to be turning that on. All that stuff's getting turned on. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be over there all the time, but I'm going to turn that on so that the people that do ingest my YouTube content and other places, if they want to support me there, they have the option of doing it. And now that I have the option of having that information over there, or having those income streams over there, you bet your bottom dollar that I'm making plans to use them more. There's not going to be a massive like switch immediately. It's going to be a gradual thing, but I'm not going to leave money on the table anymore. I talk about this all the time. You know, one of my biggest issues with the exclusivity thing is that creators are leaving money on the table, right? It's just, as a creator, you got to take advantage of a lot of opportunities, and we leave money on the table. It's tragic. I ain't doing that no more. Nope. It's good for me in the short term, but as we saw in this video with Harris and what I speculated in the beginning, how that Bloomberg article is starting to come true, and how partners and affiliates, that line is going to be gone, and what that means for Twitch partners in the future is going to be, I don't know, man. We're going to have a moment. I think this year's TwitchCon is going to be pretty telling. I don't think you guys want to miss it. If you're a creator, you want to watch Emmett go up there and say what's coming. You definitely want to. You want to hear what he has to say. If you can't watch it live, you better watch it short term after, because I got a feeling a lot of us are going to be adjusting our business plans after TwitchCon. That's my gut. I think a lot of us are going to be adjusting our business plans for 2023 after this year's TwitchCon.